Let's take a look at Black Ops 6, shall we?
Is no more.
Oh.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite
Ooh.
a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest.
Yo, first of all, we're going back to some more current times. This is some like serious 2001 shit right here with Iraq, Saddam Hussein, with George Bush. Dude, this is looking pretty good so far, guys.
Free from the specter of global conflict.
Hold on, let me run that back a little bit.
Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Yo, they got Bill Clinton.
Something's going on.
And the voice actor for him is like so spot on. Same with George Bush, by the way. Like that is such a spot on voice actor.
Something big.
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
I'm a fire starter.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
How's
Wait,
he look?
yo, they got dirt bikes.
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
Oh my gosh, the in-game graphics look so good.
The agency is compromised. We're being hunted from the inside.
Not only does the game itself look very interesting and the story looks like genuinely intriguing, but the game itself looks beautiful, dude. Oh my gosh. We might actually have a complete game in our hands, fellas. We might actually get a complete Call of Duty for the first time in well over 4 years. At least with campaign-wise, dude, this is gonna be an amazing Call of Duty to play. I'm looking forward to this Call of Duty already, just based off the campaign. And we haven't even seen zombies yet, or even like gameplay for multiplayer.
I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be better if you do.
Hey! It's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't
Ooh.
trust anyone.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Yo, is that the movement in the game? Are we gonna be able to slide backwards and move left to right? While, dude, that's new. That's like a new way to dolphin dive. That's gonna be sick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I like the look of this already.
Things got
Ladies and gentlemen, this is looking really pretty good so far.
complicated.
It's looking way better than anything else that they've made in the last 5 years. Oh my gosh. And this guy's literally like, you're gonna be falling through a skyscraper in like Miami.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the...
Dude. Okay. Okay, now we gotta go to the full thing. What's this? more pieces from the trailer we just watched.
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles. And
What was that? I saw something on this. Dude, that's the zap gun. That's the wave gun right there. Oh my goodness. That's awesome, dude. They have that on display. That actually speaks so many volumes right there. Number one, having it on display. Number two, showcasing it in the video. It means that they truly go back to their roots sometimes. At least sometimes. And they look into what they did right. Because Moon was something that they did right.
hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles.
For zombies, at least.
And thanks for joining us today. We're excited to share what we've been working on for the past few years. For Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great. This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. And I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops
Early 90s, okay. I mean, okay. I guess when I said 2001, I was thinking of George Bush 9/11, but I guess this is historically still accurate to what I was thinking of.
fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government.
Wait a minute.
Into a conspiracy with Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government.
Wait, I feel like that's happening in real life. Wait, is Black Ops 6 just going to be like a reality check for people?
Branding anyone who
That's all I'm gonna say.
resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system.
This is what I'm excited for.
New way to push beyond your limits.
Well, not all I'm excited for, and not what the most I'm excited for, but it is something I'm looking forward to hearing about. Because I do think that the multiplayer is very important in these games.
And move.
And how you move, of course, is very important in any Call of Duty, right? I mean, take Black Ops 3 for example. That had the perfect amount of movement. You had wall running, you had limited jetpacks with, like, not as much fuel as, say, Advanced Warfare, but you had a good amount to work with nonetheless. It recharged quickly. I think it was a well-balanced system, at least in my opinion. So hopefully they have something like dynamic like that where you're able to wall run. Or it looks like they're bringing like some form of dolphin diving, which is even better. I actually really like dolphin diving.
In action.
It was probably one of my favorite ways to move in all of Call of Duty was dolphin diving downstairs.
Hero. You'll see a sneak.
Wait, did he just do it for like sideways?
New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero.
Dude, okay, that's pretty gnarly.
You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based zombies is absolutely back and better than ever.
Dude, holy shit. W's in chat, boys. W's in chat. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for the last 4 or 5 years. It's seriously, simply Just having round-based zombies again. Alright. We don't like that open world shit. We don't like that objective-based shit. We don't even like we don't like any of the new shit. Straight up. All of the new shit is trash. All the new maps, trash. All the new systems, trash. Treyarch needs to go back to their old ways of gobblegums, round-based zombies, and more maps. Straight up, if they make enough maps, the game will live. The game will kick off even. Their zombies needs to be good. This new one needs to be like an exceptional form of zombies, in my opinion. It needs to be the best zombies they've ever put out. It needs to outdo both Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 together. Because it should be, in my opinion, after all this time that they've had to like actually carefully research and go over their data, they should realize their top 2 performing games of all time, at least in terms of sales and zombies and the like. They'll be looking at Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, because those were the best systems, and in those 2 games, those were popping off some of the most with their, well, with both strains of gameplay, right? Like you had the people who played a lot of multiplayer, but then you had a lot of people who played the zombies. And there's a lot of people who play the zombies even to this day who go back to the old games just to play it. But you don't really see a lot of people going back for multiplayer. At least not in the old games. Mostly because there's not enough people playing it, but still.
And you can
This is going to be exciting.
be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
No turning back now.
Every Call of Duty player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after.
This is what we need. We need better missions. I wonder if they're going to bring something controversial into this play. That way it is, memorable, like they say. And also impactful on both your campaign development and your player development, Like coming out of this, you should be able to remember certain missions, and it looks like they're going for that.
Bringing that
I have to agree with that.
action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative. We're giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
More options okay.
Do this loud or quiet.
See, here's the thing. I remember in the past when I played certain missions, I cannot tell you like any of these missions by name or anything like that, or even which game I'm thinking of, but for example, there was a mission when like we're doing the objective or whatever and being led by whatever soldier it is. I don't think it was Woods, I think it was somebody else who I really can't really remember. Imagine that, I can remember everybody but Woods. And basically, I remember having the option, or at least verbally, from the NPC who was escorting me, just stating, hey, we can do this loudly or quietly. When 10 times out of 10, you had to do it one way, because it was very linear. I hope that these missions, from what it sounds like, I hope that they're allowing more, I would say, choices in your game dynamic and where you want to take your direction, because I love games where choices matter and you can actually alter your future and your outcome with your decisions. I think that's very cool. I hope that they find ways to implement that with this campaign. That would be really sick.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time. When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Oh shit.
Something you should see.
Yeah. This was a spicy timeline for those who are actually in tune with the Black Ops storyline. This was when people got fucked. Out of commission, out of careers, everything. Like Woods is in a wheelchair and everything like that, you know what I'm saying?
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters, with veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant leader driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. Without any of their usual resources, they have to build their own team, recruiting two exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dumas, a mysterious assassin. With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino.
What?
We aim to take players
Okay. I like the sound of this.
all over the world and immerse them.
I just don't like that they're spoiling it.
And vastly different
Okay, I thought I
experiences.
saw something.
Within these
But
missions,
it's
we
all
wanted
good.
gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit. Where we have different combat styles, we also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences, and we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
Yo, that's what I was talking about, where choices matter, right? Being able to do different things, alter, shift your dynamic a bit. This is crazy. This is amazing. I like the sound of this a lot.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they choose to go in guns blazing or take a stealthier approach,
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and quiet.
we've continued to push on what's possible in terms of how our enemy combatants behave. Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels. They'll cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet. We've created certain missions where we give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down missile launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Oh my gosh.
You'll find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. What the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. RCXD, tranquilizer trap.
Shout out RCXD, dude.
Adrenaline stim, homing knife, disruptor.
The campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War, but this time we wanted to think a little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic setting. So, it's in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliffside.
Oh.
What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s. This brings a lot of intrigue to the Safe House and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past. The team is also bringing back the evidence board, which is still the centerpiece of the Safe House experience, but with brand new upgrades. Players can view the campaign outline, gain deeper insights into missions, and analyze evidence collected throughout missions.
Okay, very nice.
Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1, go! That was sick. Great. I think we got it.
With Black Ops 6, our goal is to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft the most signature Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty, and with Black Ops 6, we're redefining movement across the entire game. For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys just see that? Did you guys catch that? Look. He's not changing his direction on his camera, guys. He's running in different directions and he's still sprinting. Oh my gosh, this is so huge.
For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement. This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
Oh my gosh.
From the beginning, we started with, you can't do this thing, why? And then realized people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you can slide in any direction, which then led to all the on-the-ground movement and everything else chaining together.
And that's another thing I'm getting from this first impression right here. We're going to get boots on the ground. We're back to boots on the ground. That is what I like to see. This is what we all like to see, I think. I think we're tired of the jetpacks. You know, we're tired of the technologies. We're tired of the shitty maps. We just want the old Call of Duty back. And it looks like we're going a little bit more traditional.
It's really been something that changes how you think and play the game, whether it's campaign, MP, or zombies. We truly believe that once you experience Omni Movement, there's no going back.
Dude, can I just say that these maps already look pretty decent, too? Like, over half of them already look better than everything I've seen on the last games that they've made in the last 4 or 5 years. Even Cold War, dude, I didn't really like a lot of their multiplayer maps on Cold War.
We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to perform various movements. These can be enabled in player options, and they're broken down into 3 categories: sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning. Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do and not how to do it. We want every player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni Movement and live out their own action hero fantasy in Black Ops 6. We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking, and we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options. I don't think this is a one-size-fits-all thing, and I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup.
Dude, moving is gonna get so dynamic. This game is looking really good so far, guys.
Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions, so now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit. So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices. A great example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's going to dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner. We are constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
Take cover!
Our team is super thrilled to show you the best looking characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life. We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look like they're just freshly cut. There's dirt in between their nails, the oils in their palms as they're sweaty and running through situations that they're in. We're paying attention to every detail.
The thing that I'm most excited about is the number of new weapons from the era that we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes are rogue operatives, and they operate outside the normal playbook. That means they're procuring gear by any means necessary, and it allowed us to pull a unique mix of weapons. We made sure to deliver dozens of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weights, the timing, then riff off of that and create that hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love.
Bro, the planning into this is elaborative. This is great to see.
The Black Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different. From the minimap to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, the Black Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean, streamlined experience. For the first time in Call of Duty, players will...
I'm gonna say this is unironically one of the most important things in any game right here. Something that often, I would say, gets overlooked a little bit, but it's actually more important than people may think. It's the HUD, or otherwise the UI of the game, and how it's laid out and how it looks is very, very important. I think it's absolutely key that they get this right.
will be able to change their HUD in dramatic
So here, let me full screen real quick, and we can
ways
see
to
it.
suit their needs. For instance, streamers can
Let me also try and get better quality real quick. Here.
choose a layout
There we go.
optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look.
Okay, straight up, this right here, this frame right here, this map, I'm excited for this map. I want to see what this whole map looks like, because right here, in front of a grocery store, bro, this straight up looks like something out of real life. Like, it looks so good. It almost looks like it's in like I mean, it definitely looks like it's in a first world country. It might even be in the US. I mean, look at the background. Look at the green and the mountainous region here in the back, right behind the building. You of course have the like the supermarket building itself. You have these regular ass vehicles. You have the blacktop. You know, it just looks nice.
Away.
And on top of that,
Streamers
the
can
HUD itself
choose a layout optimized for their setup,
actually
or
looks
maybe
pretty
you want your
good.
HUD centered so you don't have to look away. Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the minimap in the bottom left? Those are options as well.
Oh.
Not only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track
Oh my
that elusive
gosh.
challenge or target
Look.
their next level unlock, Black Ops
This must
6
be
delivers
hardcore right here.
an end-to-end experience.
Oh my gosh, look at this map right here. This map looks beautiful, dude. I can't wait to be playing this one.
From the lobby into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
it.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle prestige.
Oh my gosh, yes, dude. Yes, okay. I've been reading about this a little bit on Twitter, but here's confirmation right here that it's really happening. Bro, do you guys remember the old prestige system from Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 even, when you had, like, I think 10 different tiers, and all of them were about 50 levels, but when you got to the last level, Prestige Master, you can keep going for about 1,000 levels. Alright? Something crazy. And it takes a lot of experience to do this, guys. It really does. And the Prestige Masters back in the day were considered like either no-lifers or they were like gods at the game. Basically. In whatever area that they played, right? Whether it was zombies or multiplayer, at least for Black Ops 3, you can get Prestige Master in either of them. And it looks like, dude, if they bring that back, dude, and it looks like they're bringing that back, bro, this is gonna be such an amazing Call of Duty. I have high hopes for this game already, guys. I'll tell you what. And we haven't even seen zombies yet. You know what I'm saying? They haven't even revealed that. Other than the fact that it's round-based.
Traditional prestige is back in Call of Duty with Black Ops 6. We pulled the best of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems and are going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a valuable
That's what I'm talking about.
set of rewards to earn and equip to peacock your status. Players who make it through Prestige 10 aren't done. Instead, they'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb through.
This. Yo. This goes so hard. That's probably my favorite Prestige logo I've ever seen. Straight up, guys. I think this is the best one I've ever seen in all Call of Duties. And they've had some pretty good, decent icons before. But wow, this is the nails in the coffin right here, dude. This is the best thing I've ever seen, man. Holy shit. I need to get the War Dog logo right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to get that now.
And a classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it
Anybody else like fired up by that?
all the way to the end. The full prestige system is available on day 1 in Black Ops 6.
Oh my gosh, dude, they're not gatekeeping any of this shit. They're straight up saying, yo, we're gonna have a full released. We're gonna have a finished product, and when we release it, you're gonna love it. See, this is what we like to see, guys. Finished products.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focus on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at a...
Okay, this is interesting. They're making like these, not specialists, but they're making roles, okay? They're kind of leaning between classes and specialists. Because you guys remember the old specialist systems, right? Like from Black Ops 3 with the people who you chose. Some of them are a lot more OP than others, I'll tell you that much. And it looks like this is like a way to sort of balance it to where you're not having these overpowered characters, but you're having people who are uniquely impactful in their own way, with their own strengths, right? So what were they again?
Been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. we focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for
3 core playstyles, okay.
launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move.
Okay, the front lines.
Recon is all about intel and
These are the scouts.
counter intel play. And strategists
And strategists are like the medics, right? Or like the mercy mains.
are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these playstyles. And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which
Yes! 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 Guys, oh my gosh. You have no idea how excited I am for this. This is the greatest. This is some of the greatest news that we could ever hear for a Call of Duty game, guys. Having theater mode again is so huge. You realize that theater mode was essentially like the pioneer for a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers back in the day from World at War Black Ops 1 days. When people used to use theater mode footage for their YouTube and put like say background music over it or whatever. Bro, this is huge and it's something that I might even use myself, but I've already got Streamlabs, you know what I'm saying? I'm already doing what I'm doing now, but theater mode is something else entirely too. I remember using theater mode even when I was able to record on my other systems, bro. Just to even like look back on games or to look at different angles of a map, you know. Theater mode is just amazing. This is a W. This is a huge W. How excited are you guys for theater mode to return to Call of Duty?
which we're happy to announce is returning with Black Ops 6. Now I said we're only getting a taste of MP today, but of course that means you're going to get some early details on maps.
Oh boy. This is
We're
important.
happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new
16 maps. While I feel like that's more than other games. Some other games.
MP maps. We've got 12 core 6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2.
Interesting. So they're gonna have like arena game modes for 2v2, 6v6, but then they're gonna have like regular ass maps for like domination, team deathmatch, one in the chamber, gun game, things like that. You know what I'm saying, bro? What was your favorite game mode, guys? Seriously, mine has to be gun game. Gun game is my favorite game mode of all time. Rotating all the different guns, getting the different challenges, working your way down to the hardest weapon, which is the knife. I think it's one of the more fun game modes.
Players like, what do we know that they want?
It's also
so
very
we're back
challenging.
to our classic 3-lane maps. We've got
But my next closest one would either be Infection or one in the chamber. Infection didn't really come from Black Ops per se. It came from Modern Warfare, but either way, they're really fun game modes.
fast.
Yeah, because Infection was basically the Modern Warfare's way of handling zombies for a while until they had their own thing in Modern Warfare 3 with these sort of, what was it called? It was these like military defenses where you had to like fend off against these certain waves and you could call in score streaks such as juggernaut suits or even airstrikes or UAVs. It was just like a really, it was an interesting thing for sure. Definitely did not do better than zombies, I'll tell you that much.
frenetic experiences, and we have that balance.
You guys know what I'm talking about, by the way? I'm not speaking on my ass when I'm talking about this. Like, this is a real game mode from Modern Warfare 3. The original Modern Warfare 3, not the last one. Not as in the current one, but the good one, the original Modern Warfare 3. The one with the green logo.
With more medium-sized, like better.
Bro, that was a really good game though, for real. If Black Ops wasn't a thing, Modern Warfare 3 would be my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. It had some of the best balancing of any multiplayer from all the Call of Duties. Some of the best guns. was everything perfect with that multiplayer game.
For hardcore pacing, to keep the action flowing but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer taking place after the campaign, after you finish it. So don't want to get into too many spoilers there, but you'll experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
Oh, this is interesting. We're gonna have some campaign maps in multiplayer. That's what I was hoping for, actually, because to be honest, some of those campaign maps they were showing actually look really good, and they didn't show a lot. Like, I'm excited for going out in that Iraqi desert, dude.
We covered a lot today, but couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing.
Okay, this is the thing that we've been waiting for, guys. It's what we've all been waiting for. Strap in and get ready, guys. We're talking about zombies. Oh my gosh. Let me just get the light on for a second so you can see me real quick. You can see my face.
Round-based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover. For the brand new maps available at launch.
2 maps! 2 maps! Guys! We haven't gotten 2 maps for zombies at launch in well over 5 years. We didn't get it in Cold War, believe it or not. Do you guys know the last time we had 2 maps at launch? It was actually for an official Black Ops Zombies game. The last time we really had more than 1 map at one time. From what I can remember properly, it was Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was the last time we had truly more than 1 map at launch. Technically speaking, we had Transit, we had Town, you know, all the different parts of Transit, like Farm, Bus Depot. And then we also had the different sort of game modes. Like, so we had the round-based game mode, and then there was this grief game mode that they sort of came out with, which was interesting to say the least. But then Black Ops 2 was a very solid like launch process too. They didn't wait too long with releasing their DLCs, with getting that Nuketown map out. And then Black Ops 3 wasn't so bad either, although that only came out with 1 map to begin with. Black Ops 3 had some of the best, as we all know, some of the best running zombies in the whole career of Black Ops, because, or so to say, it's not really like the best wording to use for that, but I will just say that Black Ops 3 had some of the cleanest zombies ever. Even though we only got 1 map to begin with, it was one of the best flow of zombies ever, simply because of Chronicles and Gobble Gobble Gums. But now we're getting 2 maps at once. Bro, this is gonna be amazing. Oh shit.
A curated mix of fan favorite features and new elements to discover.
This.
For those new to zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to zombies. Plus, there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based zombies. Be on the lookout for more intel coming later this year.
Steph interviewed AB Mark.
Now, we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendar.
Okay, we're back, and you can actually hear me now, and see me now. And let's just finish the video.
We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months, and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch. And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering a ton of content in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. We know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our won't
What?
lie.
Wait, what? What's going on? This video is like glitching out. Where were we at? Gosh.
Like Omni movement, when we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move. In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige, then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that, the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully, in this sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever, from movement, to shooting, to footsteps, to engagement systems, to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return.
Dude, that's awesome. Look at what they're doing.
Footsteps, to engagement systems.
They're really going all in. You can tell that they're going all in.
To death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based zombies. There is so much more to share across all 3 game modes before the game officially launches on October 25th. On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Yeah, that's awesome. I need to find a way to pre-order that for sure.
It's that 187, yeah, you know that's homicide. I don't have no fucking shooters, it's just me, myself, and I, yeah. It's that 187, yeah, you know that's homicide. I don't have no fucking shooters, it's just me, myself, and I. Yeah, I feel like a dead man walking, man, you leave me with no